Hello, garden lovers. I'm calling you all garden lovers. I used to open this by saying hello, everybody, but I'm presuming if you're watching this, you are garden lovers, or you just like watching some old bloke work his off. Yes. Yeah, quick update. So, the plants that I put in the other day, or basically I healed in the other day, the clematis, the vine, I've dug up some grasses, they're all doing really well. They've got nice new growth on them. It's been very mild temperature wise, but still very wet. And some of you say, oh, it's always sunny in my videos. Yeah, well, I only come out in the sun, obviously. But I've been incredibly busy with design projects and being on site and stuff, which is great. But it's lovely to return to this garden. I've also got some plants coming out into flower right now, looking amazing. This is Viburnum carlesii. And I'm really pleased about that. I thought it was Birkwoodii, but actually it's more compact. It's got a stronger fragrance, and the buds are pink before it opens to white. And it's got a great autumn colour too. That's just coming to leaf. We've been taking the odd sprig off it, taking it indoors. It smells absolutely gorgeous. We've also got a couple of these on the house, which are looking on the house wall. Look at that. These are Echebia quinata, just coming into flower. Now the chocolate vine, very vigorous plants. I used to have one of these in London actually, prune it quite hard back after flowering each year to keep it in check. And also we got this scaffolding going up. So I'm going to let it flower, do its thing, and then I'm going to cut it quite hard back, and I know it can cope with it, but that's lovely. It's called a chocolate vine because it smells of chocolate, but it doesn't really. I mean, you know, I'm hoping that right by the back door there, with two plants either side, you do get a nice whiff of it, but it's absolutely gorgeous plant anyway. And now into the woodland area, which is looking really fabulous now. It really is so spring-like. We've got all the narcissi, and we've got all the primroses coming through. Look at that. And all the bluebells, and also lots and lots. The lighter, whiter one, that's wood anemone. Look at that. We've got a tapestry, and it's all just obviously self-seeded around. It's just loving the humus. Sorry, the humus. I always call it hummus just for a laugh. You know, a bit of tara masala, a bit of hummus. The humus-rich soil from all the leaf mold that's been dropping. Now, anyway, enough rambling on. Today is a day where I want to start marking out the layout of some of the main paved areas. Got a couple of my landscapers. Well, let's give them names, shall we? Craig, who I've worked with for years and years, a lovely man, a really good friend of mine, and Justin, who they've been working on a project down the road in Devon, doing a wonderful job. Oh, time for a plug. Yeah, if you want to follow us on Insta, modular.london, design and build gardens. They've been doing a great job, but we're soon at the planting stage there, and they're hard landscaping specialists. So I've come out to quickly, because they're coming around today, to mark out this path. Well, you can see the string line behind me. The string line is square to the house, and the path isn't. And also the path is below the planting areas on either side. So when it rains, it gets really wet. It just basically turns into a rill rather than a path. You can't. It's impractical. And I want to widen it out to make it more inviting. It's the entrance, you know, up to the house, and plant either side, and you know, it's going to be a major part of this garden, I've got to say. So I need to mark it out because I also want to dig out a load of plants before Craig and Justin start working here, and so I need to know the parameters of where this path's going to go. But it's pretty long. I mean, this is I think it's about 21, 22 meters in total, right up to this end. And I had this Irish yew taken out, so that's got to be grubbed out or dug out with a digger. And yeah, so I'm marking it out. So I'm going to get the drone out because the drone hasn't actually been out of this box for a few months now. So hopefully when I mark it out on the ground, or with white spray, you should see it quite clearly. But while we're here, let's just have another look at a couple of plants before I get the drone going. Also got this Exocorda. I think that's the bride. Absolutely covered in flowers. There's so many buds. It's extremely floriferous. Beautiful spring plant. So I think it's going to go for a long time. And behind me, I've also revealed, well, not revealed, it was always there, but when I cut that rose really hard back, the tree surgeons came and I've taken it back even further. This rambling rector behind me, it's revealed a wonderful tree, a really beautiful tree. This is Cercidophyllum japonicum. It's beautiful. The new foliage is just gorgeous, and the autumn colour is incredible, shall we say. It's sort of burnt orange, and actually it releases a smell as well. It's a little bit like candy floss. The foliage, that is a little bit like, smells a little bit like candy floss, and because it's by the path, it's perfect. But you can see it's got a weird shape. It's got a very weird shape because of the rose and the dead apple tree that were here. So I'm hoping now it gets some light, it balances itself up. It'll need a little bit of pruning, a little bit of encouragement over the years. But from my bedroom window, when the sun comes up from the east, it backlights it, and it is absolutely stunning. Really, it's the most gorgeous thing. I've always wanted one, and now I've got one. Anyway, let's get on with the marking out. So you can see from the drone shots, the marking outs work pretty well, and that's me walking down the new path line, multitasking with the drone in my hand. And it's a really lovely walk, actually, and squaring it up makes a huge difference. And you get to the end, there's a sort of resting space, that's 2 meters squared, and then you kink round to behind the trees where the cars are going to be parked. So coming from the car the other way, yeah, there's a little bit of a kink, and then you straighten up to the house. And I've divided it into 1 meter bands for the moment. They're going to be pavers or stone or a combination. I'm not sure exactly. The random width. So there will be sort of a nice flow, a little bit of wiggling, but at the same time, you can walk straight. It's nothing worse than being forced to wiggle when you don't have to. And then as I get nearer the house, I've taken the dimensions exactly from the house. It's about 4.2 meters squared. It's as if the house has pretty much been laid down onto the ground to give it really good scale and proportion.